Well, it could always go lower, but we feel pretty good about where we're at right now after this pullback. There's two things we're watching. One is Iran, by far the biggest, most important variable at play right now. Iran exported 2.6 million barrels a day in April. The Trump administration said yesterday there's growing international support to put that down to zero. If that happens, we're going to have a giant party. We'll invite you guys in Texas. That would be huge for the oil industry. So that's the biggest thing, number one. And then number two, I just heard the segment talking about U.S. production and how it continues to grow. Well, growth is kind of like not cool anymore in the U.S. oil and gas space. That was very apparent with Q3 earnings. The focus is shifting now to free cash flow, high corporate returns. I'm not as fearful now that U.S. growth is going to wreck the party like I was a year ago. A year ago, I would say, hey, 2 million barrel a day growth out of the U.S. is possible. I don't think that's the playbook now. So I'm a little bit more bullish, especially after this pullback here in the macro side of things.
Mike, the U.S. has now reasserted itself on the world stage for energy, the biggest producer out there of oil. So does that mean that domestic U.S.-oriented plays are the way to go when it comes to playing the energy sector if you want to be long it?
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. I mean, the Permian, the best and brightest basin out there, that's our growth engine. And the one we really love is out in Colorado. The fine citizens of Colorado voted down this Proposition 112 on Tuesday that would essentially put a frack ban in place. These names, anybody with any Colorado exposure in their company got crushed leading up to this vote. The names haven't recovered appropriately post that getting shot down. These names traded like 2-turn discount on EV to EBITDA on 2019. PDC, and HPR, High Point Resources and PDC Energy are two favorite there. Just cheap names that are great.
We got a huge pop in the Colorado names, Mike. In terms of the global growth support for the oil picture, I mean, how confident are you in growth around the world supporting the global oil market?
Yeah, so that's the thing, Melissa. I mean, outside of the U.S., there's a handful of companies that could actually show you decent growth. And, big question mark on Saudi, whether they really have the capacity to ramp up to kind of that 12 million barrel a day mark that they claim. And I think that's still yet to be determined.